Good morning, everybody. It's March 6th, about 10:30 in the morning. Got out a little bit later because my little doggy had an appointment. Skittles had an appointment for her hair, so I had to drop her off first. Yesterday, I went to Home Depot because my garbage disposal came in. The thing is enormous. I also bought, I don't know how to use these, and I don't know if I'm able to make it work, but I'm going to need to join two butcher blocks together on the countertop. So I thought that would be a helpful thing. It's not the only thing I'm going to do, but it would help bring it together and solidify it better, I feel like. And some spackle for those holes that I unnecessarily put in. Then I got a couple of more things that I'm going to use for tying that square piece together that's going to support the butcher block there at the end. Then finally, this came in. So I think today I'll be probably finishing up that square thing, make sure it's solidified, that it can be used up there with those things. And then I'm also going to really focus on this wood stove and try to get that hooked up. If I can get that hooked up and it all works, it's been fairly cold and we're supposed to get another cold spell here in March. That way I can burn a little fire every morning when I come out here to work and start seasoning this wood stove. That'd be awesome. That way it's completely ready for next year when it gets cold. All right, let's get to work. All right, I put this guy together. I like these little cheesy things, actually. They're pretty good. They're only 90-something cents. So between the screw and that thing's probably about $1. So I put those on there, and then I got the Simpson ties or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. And did that on every corner. So it's tied together really well. All right, now I'm going to go up here. The frame around this came with screws, but the screws are not long enough. I don't want it to just go into drywall. I want it to go into studs, and it's barely making it drywall, and then it's just stripped and pulled back out. So I bought some longer screws, black ones, to go in there. These are 2 3/8 inch, so I'm hoping they'll go through this thing, through the drywall, and find a stud, and then it'll really secure it up there. Oh yeah, like a dream. That was great. Perfect. All right, guys, I'm struggling with this. I was a real struggle to get everything together, how to figure how it all goes together. And now I'm even just struggling putting that in up there. These are self-tapping screws to put that circle thing up there. And come to find out, they're what looks like holes that they're supposed to go in, but they're actually plugged with something. I don't know what, and I don't know how I'm going to get them out. But as soon as one of them came out, then I was able to screw that. So I'm going to try to document this somewhat because I couldn't find but really old videos. I didn't look real well, but this has not been easy. All right, guys, this has not been fun. So I think I've got it. The challenge was getting this down in here. It looks like I can still see the screw hole. Like I see the bottom of this pipe, but I banged on it a little bit and that's as far down as it goes. So, I don't know. I'm not even going to screw that in. I don't think. I think it's pretty tight. And I've seen videos where it's just not really necessary because there's no screw holes in the pipe anyway. And I have a telescoping, this is a telescoper and then a 12-incher at the top. I'm going to go over this a little bit more in detail later in the way that it eventually worked out for me. But right now I'm following brick installation. I'm going to put bricks in and try to fire this up and see if we're not leaking smoke anywhere. That's what I'm scared about. Guys, about to go take this stove on its maiden voyage. I really, really enjoy wood heat. I like the atmosphere. I like what it creates. I like that it's saving me money. This has not been a pleasant experience at all. Everything has been very hard to do. But anyway, we're going to see what happens here. I left all kinds of junk laying around. I just have a small amount of stuff in there that I just want to light up and see. I've watched a lot of videos about how to install wood stoves. Well, not a lot, but especially the pipes and stuff. And I've not seen a single person, the Duravent videos, they're old, but none of them ever put gasket sealer or anything like that. And I had a wood stove growing up, and I remember my dad putting it in. I don't remember him. I was young, so I could be wrong, but I don't remember putting any gasket sealer stuff on it. So we'll see. I will probably go get some. I think I actually might have some in the shed, high heat stuff, but I really don't think it's necessary. It really shouldn't be necessary. So anyway, I'm going to light this up and then see if any smoke comes out of any of these spots. If not, then it's as I figured it would be. Okay, sorry it's kind of windy out here, but I don't know if you guys can see this. There's ever so slightly some smoke. Like I said, I'm not gonna run this super hard the first few times. It says 20 minutes. I'm looking for smoke coming out anywhere except for at the very top, and I don't see any, so that's a good sign. Alright, I'm inside burning. I don't see any smoke coming out of anything, so that's a good sign. Exactly what I expected. I do smell the wood burning, and I did open this again to throw some paper in there. It's for some reason the wood's not starting up. But I don't see anything coming out in here, so I'm pretty happy about that. All right, I'm sitting here trying to get this fire going. It's going like a little bit, but it doesn't like to. I don't know if the draft in there. I pulled the lever out, which is supposed to let the most of air go in there, and when I do push it closed, it does shut the fire down. But only when I open the handle, the door, does it burn a lot better. So I need to figure out what's the draft problem. There, I barely cracked the door open. And that started the fire right up. So it's not getting enough oxygen somehow to get going. Something's weird there. I don't know if that's one of those things that cures itself after a while. I'm going to leave that door slightly open. All right, guys, let's go into detail a little bit about this situation here. And I don't know how well I'll do going into detail, but anyway, the way they suggest that you do this, and to a point, it's right. One of the bigger challenges was just getting the pipes to go inside each other. You don't know which one goes where. So I put a 12-incher at the top, and then I have a telescoping one here. And you want your, okay, I'm filling this pipe, it's pretty warm. You want your seams at the back. It tells me that I'm supposed to screw this, but then I've watched videos that say you don't need to because this pipe has no screw holes in it. Only this one does. So I've seen both, and I've seen them say, I read in the directions you should put gasket sealer, but it's just not possible when you don't know what you're doing and you're trying to slide things in and out and trying to figure out how they all go. It's really not. It's not feasible unless it's something you do every day and all your pipes slide right together. None of my pipes slid right together. Duravent's about the only thing you get to choose from. I think there is maybe one or other two brands, but Duravent seems to be the most popular and most prevalent. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Sliding things in together, scratched paint up and messed stuff up, so we got to paint this all again. But I'm going ahead and running the fire a couple of times because that's supposed to help too. The wood stove got scratched up some unexpectedly just by stepping on it up and down. Anyway, so steps one is to put that top part in. You figure that in and screw it together, and once you get that, put it up there. Then your second step is to get this end in. And then you get all this stuff in between. Like, I watched the video of a Duravent guy. I think it has like 10 or 12-year-old video. I don't see a lot on there, honestly. And he was struggling, and he supposedly is part of the company. They just fast forward or cut out, and then all of a sudden it's magically together. Anyway, and what's concerning too is this stove came with there's a metal piece up there that you don't see. It goes in the box and it goes into this pipe, and then the round part fits to it. Well, the round part came with it and the metal part came with it. Then I didn't know that went there. Then this telescoping also came with a round thing. And then I bought this other piece that I thought I needed, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. It came with a round piece as well. So anyway, I have leftover pieces. I might be able to put some stuff together and be able to return it. There's one thing I didn't need. Here, where this is telescoping, there's no holes in this pipe, obviously, because it's telescoping. So you got to drill your holes to hold that. To me, that's about the only place that needs to be screwed, because this is telescoping. You don't want it to fall down within itself. And then that's held together on lips so it doesn't fall down, and then you've got it screwed in. So honestly, it doesn't really need to be, I don't think you really need screws anywhere. Out of all places, I don't think you need a screw down here, because that's not going to go anywhere. After you get everything up, then you want to put a level on. And it looks a little off to me. I can't tell though, because I put the level on there, and because there's lips on it and connector pieces, it's hard to tell exactly, you know, you put the level on here, but then it tilts in because it's hitting the metal in. So I try to do a general, and it seems to be, I feel like I pretty much got it straight up and down. If it's not exactly, it's very close. So every angle I've looked at, it looks pretty good, and I put my level on it on every angle. I don't see any smoke coming out of it, but it was definitely, even the telescoping came together. And they come in two different bags, the pipes. You don't know which one goes which. Only one of the pipes had the sticker on it that says the exhaust goes up, but the other one didn't. I had to just look at the picture, and then I figured it out. There was no directions in it. Yeah, no directions telling you what's what. There's the directions are very vague on all of it. There's just not much in the way of directions. You just got to figure it out, see which one goes where. The thing that's helpful somewhat is, you know, when you're looking at these, they say up. There's a sticker that says up, and this sticker says up, so you know they go up. You want your seams at the back and to not line up exactly, so and that one up there says up. But there's a few pieces, like this one didn't say what was up, and it's telescoping. I didn't know if that end went inside, this end goes inside. It was watching a few videos and zooming in to see what they were doing. Not what they were saying, but what they were doing. So it was a pain. It was a real pain. Even the brick situation, I had to put bricks in there. This is your alignment. This is all it does. It tells you how they need to look. But it doesn't tell you, start at the back, make sure you get the back wall completely done before you do the side walls, or before you do the floor, what order to do it in. So I put the floor of it in, and I put the back of it in, the sides of it in, the front of it in, and then I went to go do the bees there at the back, and then I couldn't get to the bees because there's a metal piece that keeps them from falling forward, so I had to take a bunch of A's and floor out and redo it, and it's hard to reach in there with two hands while you're sitting way out here, and it just was not a pleasant experience. And now the wood stove is not, well, it's doing all right. I think it's just going to take time for it to do its thing. It's got to season in and figure itself out. And, but it does seem like every time I open the door, it burns better. So I pulled the flue out, this out all the way. When you push it in, it gets obvious and it shuts the air down. So that's supposed to let all the air in, and there's a couple of secondary vents in there, but it doesn't seem to be making a huge difference. So I know there's some there's some laws of science there that's involved for creating a nice draft and all that stuff. So I just hope over time it's going to figure it out. And I think if I get a raging fire going on in there too, it'll burn better. So, all right, that's all I wanted to say about that. I bought some spackling and I went over here and filled in these holes just real quick. We'll sand it down and paint it. And my doggy's been ready for a few hours, so she's not a kennel. The place that's cutting her hair, they're not a kennel, so I shouldn't be leaving the dog there all day. So I guess I got to go home early today. But at least I got that big project done. I feel like that was a very big thing. So I'm going to do this a few times. Every morning I come out here, I'll start the fire, let it go a bit. After it all gets done, then maybe when we're not going to be using it anymore, we have some paint somewhere around here. This stuff here. It's for the barbecue, but it's high heat. Resists heat up to 1200 degrees. It says Woodstove's right there on it, so we'll give this a nice paint job and clean it all up. I know we had to do that when I was growing up on our wood stove. Every once in a while you needed to do that. All right, I'm going to pull everything together and get ready to leave. Okay, as I'm getting ready to go, I'm getting a little bit happier about this. It's starting to burn. It's doing better. I don't know if you can see that with reflection or not, but anyway, there's fire going on there. With the door closed and stuff, it's getting going. So that's awesome. I don't know if I showed you guys, I think I did, but they put underground cable line from the power pole to the back of our house the other day. So that's done. And the well. We're getting there. It's Diego and Nia's pad that they're working on. And today he was working on the inside of their trailer. Remodeling it in some ways. So yeah, it's exciting. I keep pushing it back out a month every time I say when we're going to be out here. I think it's going to be probably May before we're living in here now. I was hoping April, but just maybe toward the end of April. I don't know. We'll see though. All right, guys, we'll see you the next time I'm out here.